I would like to share with you something that's very close to my heart. I want to show you events that happened to me. No, I want you to learn from my lessons, the mistakes that I've done. I'm not an accountant, so I won't be talking about balance sheets. I'm a businesswoman. I want to tell you the importance of having this extra cash just in case you need it. If you Google what's cash flow, you probably find something like this. Cash flow is movement of money in and out of your company. Cash flow is one of the many reasons, one of the reasons why small and medium business closed. Sorry. And cash flow is actually one of the momentum that we need to keep us going. I'll show you event from 1995 to 2015. In 1995, my husband and I quit our job and we went backpacking. It's like a soul-searching trip for us. We want to do, what's next for us, what's our passion, what we want to do for the rest of our life. I think halfway through, we kind of knew what we want to do. We want to change the world by selling Apple product to everyone we see. We want to tell everyone how great Apple is. It sounds really funny at that time, but somehow it's just right. Yeah, that's what we want to do. When we came back, we managed to convince our friends and family that, hey, we want to be an Apple dealer. Are you crazy? No. There's this printing industry in this northern region that need help. They use Apple products. Nobody really able to serve them. But probably we can actually serve them, have fun, and probably make some money out of it. We managed to raise 150,000 ringgit from our friends and family. The only problem is that instead of using the money, invest in the company, we went and bought a property. With the property, we thought we can raise the property as a collateral and get a higher loan for 300,000 or something. But little did we know, no bank wanted to talk to us. We have to go from one bank to another, telling them, please. And we finally convinced one bank that willing to loan us amount, half of the value. So we neither nor here, we can't really sell the property and we only have half. And it was a really high interest rate of 8%. So the lessons here, I want to tell you is that, if I can wind back time and do it one more time, I will take the cash. And if I have to buy a property, I will buy in Penang Island. The one that I bought in BM is still the same price. In 1998, I think the whole world knows there's a big recession, financial crisis coming in. Unemployment rate, stocks market down. Everyone knew about it, except us. We were so busy working, chasing for more sales, hungry. We didn't see these little signs that showing, that our customers not paying us, but they're still ordering. Yeah, we want more sales. And yeah, we end up having really bad debts, like 150,000 gone just during that crisis. So the lessons I want to share with you is that please read the news, the current affair. You are so lucky you have Twitter, you have Facebook to keep you up to date. My time, we have to buy newspaper to read news. And you have to learn little sign that's showing that the customer's not paying you. If they're not answering call, if the check bounce, there's something, little thing that is telling you to stop supplying, chase money. Remember, cash flow is in and out. You have to in order to go out. Yeah, 1998, I was pregnant with my baby daughter. So when you're pregnant, you're a bit, lazy, tired, moody. I'm supposed to do the account. When the receipt came, okay, open the drawer, put it in, I'll do it next week. Another receipt came, okay, open the drawer, put it, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay, I'll do it tomorrow. I have this part-time account clerk that comes in every week. They're supposed to do the paper. But because I was so messy, open up the drawer, she opened it up, and she'll close it. She'll do it next week. So during that time, because of the financial crisis, all the bank actually closed all the small loan, which they consider as high-risk loan. And we were definitely a high-risk loan. So we were actually given a 30 days notice to support, to give them the financial report, which I never did, and really I have. Yeah, I call up the bank and say, I don't have the account, I'm pregnant, Nobody cares. So the lessons here I want to show you is that no matter how pregnant you are, you expect to do your work. That's part of the business as a woman. In 1999, Apple Malaysia was set up. Apple Malaysia went all over recruiting dealer. They want to talk to people and say, hey, we are changing direction. We are going to retail. Will you follow us? I think most of our friends would just laugh at that. Nah, Apple, you're for the corporate, you're for the printing. You're not a retail. You're not a 2,000 ringgit Dell. You are a 10,000 ringgit computer. You're not a retail. So they went all over. But when Apple came to us, we was like, yes, tell us what to do. Finally, we can have a place to switch everyone's mind when they walk into our store. That's what we want. So in 2001, when Gani Plaza opened, we were there. The small little shop at this one corner on the 3rd floor. And in Gani, retail is very good for cash flow. It's like for the first time, we receive cash. Last time we had to chase 30 days, 60 days, and now we have cash flow. And I want to share with you that if the brand that you represent, or something that you really like, came to you and say they are changing their direction, will you follow? I would say, go ahead, look at us. It's one of the best things that we did. So from 2001 to 2007, we were busy opening stores everywhere in Malaysia. At the same time, we have a lot of business going on. We have training center, we have another corporate sale, we have other brands, a lot of things added up. So in 2007, we have 10 outlets just selling Apple products. In paper, we have profit, but profit doesn't mean cash. One outlet that we open, it costs us a few $100,000 to renovate and a few $100,000 to stocks, and one outlet probably takes 1 or 2 years to mature. So when you have all these things, our cash was so thin that we can't afford to have any hiccup. It's like, every day to ho. In 2009, iPhone was launched in Malaysia for the first time after 2 years wait. iPhone was here. Suddenly, Apple said, oh, iPhone is under telecommunication, so we have to buy the stuff from telecommunication. So all the facilities that we have with Apple suddenly can't work because iPhone is here. And when we talk to the telecommunication, because we are new, they have no record of us, who are you? They actually ask for a million ringgit cash in order to give you X million dollars of iPhone. So we have this 2 days to come up with 1 million so that the next week is the launching. It's just, we were so frustrated that when you're doing millions in sales that you can't even have 1 million cash just on the spot. It was stressed so thin. So we look around, asking for friends and families, whoever that can give us a 1 million ringgit, we could actually practically do anything. We found someone that can actually give us a 1 million ringgit immediately. Yeah, but there's a catch. I want your share. I want 50%. We definitely worth more than 1 million ringgit, but we are so desperate because we can see when the iPhone here, the seal will definitely hit up. So for 1 million ringgit, we thought we were smart. I won't give you 50, I give you 49. Because every book told us that, as long as you are the majority, you are fine. So we are the 51, you are the 49, we are the majority. We are fine. But we forgot that a shareholder rights is the same. If you have 1%, 49%, 50%, they have the same right. If you have someone that actually speaks the different language, have different frequency, you have a shareholder that has different frequencies. So for 2 years, we have difficulty because we have this different vision of how the company should work. We have different direction, different thinking. So after 2 years, it's like, okay, sell this back to us. We want it back. So guess how much the 1 million right now? Any guess? He wanted 4 million in return. Yeah, it's like, what? It was just a security. It's not really meant for you. It's just like, you hold it for a while and loan it us. But when you don't have the shareholder agreement, if we, on that day, when we signed the agreement, the share to him, if we just spend a day or even half a day with the lawyer, just sit down and write down all the payout, all the terms and conditions, we won't have in this direction. It's us to blame. I later learned that as long as you give 6% interest and 20% increment every year, it's a very good deal. So in this case, 2 years, 1.4 plus 120, so 1.52, probably you give another 1.6 as a bonus, 80,000. It's a very good investment. So I would like to know, it's very, very important that you have a shareholder agreement, no matter how small or how big the share agreement is. In 2013, we were acquired by a listed company from Indonesia. With all the lessons that we have learned, we learned all these things. So we kind of know exactly what we have to do. So the first thing was like, shareholder agreement, please. Yeah, it was this thick shareholder agreement, terms and conditions, everything, everyone's right. It's all spelled it out. Yeah, we have Ernst & Young, check our books, check everyone's book. And so we actually have the same frequency, and they are all run by professional, chartered accountant, all the professional because they are listed company. But the most important part is that we're actually having the same idea, same frequency. We know exactly where we are heading. Sorry. So I would like to say that right now we have 350 employees everywhere in Malaysia, 330 stores, and we're actually increasing. We are looking at 100 outlets, something that we really look forward to. So in summary, I would say always start your company in a positive note. We actually started with 80,000 negative, 80,000 overdraft facilities, and 80,000 is gone almost immediately. So we actually our cash flow was really bad from the very beginning. Look out for default signs, because when customer not paying you, it will hurt your cash flow. So that actually hurt really bad. Do your financial report no matter how pregnant you are. Businesswoman, there's no leave. You have to do your work. You have to do what you're supposed to do. Get a shareholder that have the same frequency with you, the same thinking. And last, You must have a shareholder agreement. If you don't have it now, do it now, before it's too late. Thank you very much.